Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Today, we're diving into everything Deion Coach Prime Sanders had to say during his first spring ball press conference. And trust me, he covered a lot of ground, from his expectations for QB1 in Boulder in 2025 to big updates on the CU NFL Showcase. So let's get into it. Coach Prime kicked things off by making it clear he missed talking to the media, but more importantly, he believes Colorado is going to have a better team this season. Yes, they lost some phenomenal players to the draft, but he sees major improvements in the trenches, on both the offensive and defensive lines. And then, of course, there's the addition of a legend, Marshall Faulk. Coach is hyped about what Faulk brings, not just as a coach, but as someone who's done it all at the highest level. Speaking of the coaching staff, he gave big props to Warren Sapp, Domata Peko, and Andre Garode. The big guys are doing work, and Coach Prime is loving the chemistry they're building. He even shouted out his receivers, calling them feisty and ready to battle. But when it comes to the QB situation, well, no decisions yet. Two quarterbacks are still in the fight, and they're being tested daily. He emphasized one thing, though. The standard is the standard. There's no room for slacking in Boulder. And about leadership? He's looking for a QB who can rally the guys, who can take control without even huddling. And yes, he brought up Shedeur Sanders, talking about how Shedeur would look his teammates in the eye before every drive. That's the kind of leadership he wants to see. Now let's talk about Marshall Faulk a little more, because Coach Prime couldn't stop raving about him. He called him one of the smartest players to ever play the game, and someone who made life easier for quarterbacks. Faulk didn't need this job, but he wanted it, and that speaks volumes. Coach Prime is ecstatic to have him around. And speaking of the NFL, Coach Prime is loving what the Big 12 Pro Day is doing for players. He called Commissioner Brett Yormark the coldest commissioner in the game right now for putting it all together. He's excited to see some of his guys, like Herman, Smith, get their shot in front of scouts. Oh, and Colorado's Pro Day? Televised. All 32 NFL teams will be there. That's a huge win for the program. Coach Prime also took some time to talk about his coaching staff. He singled out Gunnar White, saying the guy is a workaholic, a great father, and even joked about his massive calves. But more importantly, he's the kind of coach who elevates the program, and he made it clear. When you're winning, you elevate from within. You don't go searching outside the house. That's a strong message right there. Then there's Rob, who Coach Prime called the top dog. He's so good that teams were coming for him left and right. He also shouted out Coach Kevin Mathis, saying the Saints tried to steal him too, but that wasn't happening. At the end of the day, Coach Prime knows how to build a winning staff, and he's got a special group in Boulder. And of course, big question. How is he handling the pressure of having his sons, Shedeur and Shiloh, in the spotlight? His response: he's not stressed, he's blessed. He knows his sons are built for this. He laughed about people taking shots at Shedeur, but reminded everyone, he's that guy. And when it comes to the draft, he's confident Shedeur is going first round. And Shiloh, he just needs an opportunity. But no matter what, the Sanders family has already won. Coming from an HBCU, making it to CU, proving people wrong, they've already done it. Coach Prime also dropped some names of players who are standing out this spring. The defensive tackles, balling, the linebackers, flying around. And then there's Ben Finiseth. Coach told him straight up, as of right now, you're a starter. That's a big deal. And he's hyped about special teams too, saying their punter is booming kicks like old mate. He wants special teams to be special this season. One player he really loves? Left tackle Jordan Seaton. He's picking up leadership traits from Shedeur, rolling around in a Maybach and coming to work every single day. Even when he couldn't practice, he was out there coaching guys up. That's the kind of attitude Coach Prime loves. And before he wrapped things up, he gave one last shout out to Isaiah Harge. This kid is transitioning to full-time slot receiver, and Coach Prime sees big things coming for him. He's confident this team has tremendous talent, and he can't wait for the world to see it. So, what do you guys think? Will Coach Prime lead Colorado to a breakout season? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Thanks for watching.